Hello, my name is Michael O'Keefe, aka The Movie Wizard. If you enjoy this interview and want to hear more top-notch film industry conversations, please press the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell to stay in the know.
All right, so I'm talking to Paola
Botero!
and we're chilling here at the Windsor Arms Hotel.
With this beautiful couch.
We're just chilling in the back.
Couch.
Yup. I said let's do an interview. She said, well, let's do it now.
Let's do it now. I thought you were
we don't play
joking.
games. We don't play games.
I thought you were playing. I was like, okay, let's talk.
Why not? No.
You never know, right?
Paola is a very interesting person. She's written short films,
Now a feature film.
and now a feature film.
Yeah, so.
And fingers crossed, we're not looking at production yet, but so let's rewind a little bit.
Okay.
Tell me, how do you get your shorts out there? Tell me about your short films?
Okay, so I was in Vancouver, BC, working in the art department, and I did my way up as a production designer, art director. And then I said, well, I don't think I'm gonna make much money here, so I'm gonna just go find projects and produce. So I started going into all the festivals in the world.
Really?
Yeah, so
Tell me about the festivals.
beautiful networking,
Which ones though?
learning.
Which ones?
So I went to Ventana Sur in Buenos Aires.
Ooh.
I went to Cannes Film Festival
No
many
kidding.
times,
Many times. How many times?
4 times.
That's many times.
Yeah, here at Toronto as well
Yeah.
for TIFF. I wasn't living here, now I'm living here.
Now you're
so-
living here. How many times have you done TIFF?
Well, last year it was my first one living in Toronto.
2020?
In the pandemic, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I went
Oh,
to a
shit.
cinema, and it was like just 4 people there. And I'm like, oh. I have a photo. It's like empty. Oh my gosh, it
Yeah.
was so sad. But I moved here, in the middle of the pandemic because I wanted to be close to my brother.
Your brother.
So yeah, Toronto was like so sad to see that, right? It's like, oh my gosh, like every time here it was like so beautiful seeing people, networking. And the movie that I was the decorator with Wes Craven that I told you
Yeah, you were telling me.
about, I
Paula
came
hung
to
out
the
with Wes
party.
Craven.
And then actually I was in the movie because they wanted me to be the director.
What's the
wanted
movie
me-
again? Tell me again.
Well, it's horror. Oh,
Yeah.
you say you write horrors as well,
I
right?
dabble. Yeah, I dabble.
Like, why that genre? I mean, I'm curious. It's like, wow, this is like
I think it's because it's a very emotional genre.
emotional.
It's like very heightened, and
Wow.
it's like, to me, like if you look at like a science fiction, for example,
Yeah.
like we're talking about like genre cinema.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
science fiction is very like cold and distilled.
I never
it's
seen
like
it that
sort
way.
Of, sort of for the head.
Yeah,
If you look at
yeah.
Star Trek,
Correct.
like it's like an intergalactic United Nations or something like that.
My sister
But, like,
loves that because she's a
Yeah.
psychologist. But yeah,
Right, but
I get
horror
it.
is very visceral, and
But everybody
yeah.
dies, or what you think?
Well,
It has to be that way.
Well,
though?
when you look at low budget,
yeah.
it's all about body spectacle. So it's the body getting mutilated, or it's a porno. For low budget, to make a lot of money off a low budget, the body spectacle is the way to go.
Okay.
And if you want to make like a genre movie, like I like westerns, I like science fiction, I like kung fu's, but I'm not an action choreographer.
Okay.
You know,
But you have the
westerns aren't
imagination to
thing.
write stuff like
I
that.
like stuff like that. Yeah, sure, down the line, but like initially to like get in the gate, horror for like that like sort of like genre spectrum, because that's kind of where I'm coming from. You know, I like the weird shit.
Okay, that happens in Ottawa all the
Like-
time. Weird stuff. It's because the parliament is there. I'm joking. But,
I like the psychedelic. I like that moment when you're watching a movie and you're saying to yourself, "Oh my God, is this actually happening?" You know,
Yeah.
that's sort of like the what the fuck moment. That's like I like
that
dramas.
You know, expecting
I love it
that's
all.
dangerous.
Like Midnight Madness and Tip. That's my jam. That's kind of where I'm coming from as like a movie fan. So it makes sense to me. Like I also wrote a stoner comedy.
I love comedy. You know,
Same.
Yeah, comedy is.
But
we
comedy doesn't always translate internationally. What's funny in China might not be funny here, vice versa, right?
Of course. Yeah, no, the
So
same thing
horror,
when I came here.
people speak that language. It's universal.
Correct. You're right. When I came
And it's
here,
a niche
was
thing,
like,
though.
You
Yeah.
don't get the jokes. I mean, it's like,
Right.
yeah. It's a different, completely. The culture, just the culture itself, is just like a different world. And it's funny that we don't even realize that. You know, when I came to Canada, I felt like I was born in again, right? Like everything, even
Where were
going
you
to the
born?
supermarket.
Spain?
I was born in Colombia.
Colombia.
But I did my DNA recently, and then I found that I'm like 75% of Spanish, Iberian.
Okay.
Which is like, we can go, like the 17th century was conquered by the Arabics.
Okay.
So I'm sure I got some of that. That's why when I went to
Sure.
the Middle East, I was like, oh, I feel like at home. I love this food. But I never said that. Now I'm saying that in front
I
of
can
you.
edit that,
That's
whatever.
funny. So yeah, Spanish. I got indigenous in me, like, which is 24% of Colombian, the indigenous part, and African.
Yeah.
Colombian, African,
Okay.
and then Scandinavian.
Ooh.
I know, what a combination. I was like, wow. So it makes sense. It's kind of beautiful to know where you're coming from, because
Yeah.
I enjoy
Know your heritage.
Yeah, I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy kind of like trying to get people's head and like trying to understand
like to get
why
in
they
people's
do.
heads?
Yeah, why they do certain things in a certain way, and we're very complex.
You're right. Yeah.
So it's just beautiful to interact, because you can learn a lot from everybody and become human and see people from a perspective that is actually enjoyable, and you're living life. For me, it's like, this is what I want to do.
You want to enjoy life?
Live life, enjoy life, and
Yeah.
I think every day it's like, oh my gosh, I'm alive. Oh my God, I go hands. Oh my God, I go legs. This is beautiful. Thank you. And lucky that I haven't had any of these COVID things.
You got no corona?
I haven't had that, so I feel very lucky that way as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm still here. And this is my first party in a year and a half.
I know.
It's like,
We were saying that we've done no industry parties for a long time, so it's fun, right? I feel like at the same time, even though it's like a lot of fun and it's cool to hang out with people, we've all become agoraphobes.
right?
Like,
oh, it's too
and like
loud,
sort
too
of
many
forgot how to
people.
socialize. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I feel
it's like
that
a muscle.
way.
You gotta get used to hanging out with
I
people
guess
again.
so, yeah.
Like
yeah,
going to bars, like, because I've been in Toronto since 2019, and but when I'm here now, everybody's out. Everyone's on patios.
It feels like
Everyone is really
coming
glad.
back to normal.
Yeah.
And, right
Yeah.
now is September 13th today,
Right.
2021.
Correct.
And then in July 16, like patios and people were able to dine again.
Yeah.
I mean, this was intense. I was like,
Yeah.
we survived. So anyway, that was a beautiful thing. What about Ottawa? Was the same?
It was the same thing.
Like
There
July
were
16.
not as bad. Yeah, well, it was a provincial thing. We could have done it a little bit earlier, but we were waiting for Toronto to like sort of figure out the cases, because it had to be a provincial decision. Yeah.
So you
So-
had the same thing there.
So what does this party mean for your projects, for your writing, your feature scripts? Do you see yourself hanging out with these producers, doing some stuff?
For me, it's like last month I talked to a producer in Vancouver, and I said, you know what, I want you to come to this project. I know, we need to like move it into festivals.
Yeah.
And then he said, you know what, Ventana Sur is great, Cabos is great. So yeah, when you network,
Yeah.
right, you never know.
You never
because
know.
it has happened to me. Like, somebody can have an idea, and then you know the person, and for me, I'm pretty good at connecting people.
Oh yeah.
Right, so yeah, so it's like, oh, do you know this person? And I was like, yeah, or whatever. So that's what it means to me, like networking, and knowing that maybe in the future you can be part of any creative activity with people that has done a lot and they're pretty good at it, right?
Yeah.
So that it means life. It means doing what I love, which is creating.
Well, Paula, thank you very much for your time. Do you have a final message
Well,
for my Ottawa audience?
oh, Ottawa! Wow.
You ever been to Ottawa?
I've been there. I love it. The whole, what is it that you can ski
The
in
canal.
the winter? The canal. You can just like, oh my gosh, I thought it was gorgeous. I think just keep at it, keep working, keep. Oh, you're saying for Ottawa? Like, I'm coming. That's my message to Ottawa. Like, very nice people, and you know what? It's a place definitely to go. I think it's very romantic to go in the winter.
Oh.
So
Well, you gotta come.
I will come for sure.
You gonna come?
I will.
You gonna let me know?
I will let you know.